Hello students, good evening. So we have earlier seen three problems in resource smoothing. Today we will see a session on resource leveling. Hope you have all gone through the sessions on resource smoothing and you are in the process of completing the assignments on that topic. Yes, what is resource leveling? So resource leveling, we saw that it is one of another resource balancing technique wherein there is a constraint on availability of resources. So such a constraint was not there in the resource smoothing technique. Okay. So in resource smoothing, we have seen that only the non-critical activities floats are being utilized for balancing resources, and the concept of random picking of peak zones and then balancing the resource through shifting of non-critical activities from the peak to non-peak zones was done in the resource smoothing technique. But here in resource leveling, since there is a constraint on the availability of resources, we have to balance the project every day meticulously. So day by day balancing is a technique that is adopted in resource leveling. And every day we have to check whether the total availability of resource, sorry, total demand for the resource per day is less than or equal to the total availability, which is the restriction given in the problem. So we will straight away go to the problem and then and there we will explain the concept. So this is the problem number one in resource leveling. So as you can see, there is the question is balance the resource demand for the project so as to meet the condition of total demand per day less than equal to total availability of per day of 10 men. So here there is a constraint on the resource availability. So here they have given that every day only 10 men are available. Okay. So we have to balance the problem and see that the total demand on each day is less than or equal to this 10 men availability. Okay. So here, if you see the problem, four activities have been given. Their duration is given and manpower requirement. This is the resource. Labor has been given per day for each of the activities. So as usual, activity 1-4 is being done for 4 days and each day it requires 4 men for its completion. 1-3 is being done for 3 days. Each day it requires 8 men and so on. Okay. So the solution part, if you see, unlike in resource smoothing problems, in this problem there is a restriction on total availability of resource of 10 men per day. Okay. So unlike in resource smoothing, balancing through random picking of peak zones, here we have to go balancing in a meticulous manner day by day by comparing if the total demand per day is less than or equal to total availability. So this condition is most important, and this based on this condition or balancing will have to be done by satisfying this condition. So this is what we will do at each stage, and every day balancing will have to be done. Okay. Now we'll continue with the problem. So as usual, we will start with first of all conducting the CPM analysis, and then we will draw the square network, introduce the resource requirement for each of the activities, and calculate what is the total demand per day as in the case of resource smoothing. So every day we will go vertically and see what is the total demand per day. Okay. So as far as the CPM analysis is concerned, it is just a simple problem with four activities. Okay. And we have two paths. We find that the path 1, 3, 4 is critical with a total duration of 8 days. Okay. And the path 1, 2, 4 is non-critical with these two activities being non-critical with a total float of 2 days for each of these activities. This has been reflected in the square network. As you can see, 1, 3, 4 is critical path, and 1, 2 and 2, 4 both are non-critical activity with a total float of each 2 days. Okay. Now what I'm doing is I'm introducing the manpower requirement against each of the duration of activities. So manpower requirement is given in the problem. So from the problem, I'm taking 1, 2, 4 days, 4 men, 1, 3, 3 days, 8 men, and so on. So I'm introducing that resource against or adjacent to the duration, as in the case of resource smoothing. Now I'll find out what is the total demand per day. So if I move vertically, first 3 days, the demand is these two activities are being done. 1, 2 and 1, 3 are being done. The total demand comes out to be 8 plus 4, 12. So it is 12 for first 3 days. Then on the third day, 1, 3 gets completed. Then 3, 4 and 1, 2 will be completed or will be done on the fourth day. So its demand is going to be 6 plus 4, 10. Then on the fourth day, 1, 2 gets completed. Then we have 2, 4 and 3, 4 in parallel. So for another 2 days, it is 6 plus 6, 12. Then thereafter, this activity 2, 4 gets completed on the sixth day. Thereafter, only 3, 4 is being done with the duration, with a demand of 6 men per day. So this is the total demand per day, okay, which is calculated as in the case of resource smoothing. Okay. Now what we will do is, in the case of resource leveling also, we have to first resort to resource smoothing concept, wherein we will try to shift the non-critical activities by their float values, okay, and then try balancing. If that step is not really satisfying the condition of total demand per day being less than or equal to total availability, then we go for extending the critical activities, and thereby the project duration will get extended. Okay, so in this, if you see, we have to look at this total demand per day. So first 3 days, you see there is an excess demand. That is, your availability is only 10 men per day, but first 3 days, 2 days, 2 men are literally in excess of the total availability. So it requires balancing. Fourth day, there is 10 men. Fifth and sixth day, once again, it becomes 12 men requirement per day. Okay, and then last 2 days, it is 6 men. Okay, so we have to go for everyday balancing, okay, through the leveling concept. So let us go to the resource usage histogram. So this is the histogram that we draw using the total demand and total availability. So unlike in this resource smoothing technique, we didn't have this horizontal line against the availability, because availability was assumed to be plenty of resource available throughout the project. But here what we have to do is, before we draw the resource usage profile, we have to draw the total availability line. So total availability per day is restricted to 10 men, and therefore this is the restriction on the problem. So total availability I have taken as 10, which is given in the problem. Okay, that is put as a horizontal line. Now over this, we have to draw the resource usage profile as usual, as we have done under resource level smoothing. Okay, so as you can see, first 3 days it is 12. So first 3 days it is excess resource demand, and then the fourth day it is 10 men, fifth and sixth day it is 12 men, and then last 2 days, 7 and 8 days, it is 6 men. So I have drawn the resource usage profile, and I find that most of the regions are exceeding the availability of 10 men per day. So leveling has to be done. Okay, so we'll go to the next step. So what is that we are trying to do? In the square network data, okay, this is it. From the total demand per day calculated, moving vertically, we get this process. So we are able to see that most of the days, the total demand per day is greater than the total availability per day, which is given as 10 men per day. That is what I've already told you. Hence, we will proceed with the day by day balancing. So for this, first, what is that we are doing? First, we will shift the non-critical activities with their float of 2 days. Okay. So first, we will use the non-critical activities float. In case this step number 1, okay, the previous step is not satisfying the condition of total demand per day being less than or equal to total availability, then we will extend the critical activities, and hence the project duration will get extended. So let us proceed with the leveling process. Sorry. Now see here, first 2 days we had a demand of 12. If you see the previous chart, first 3 days it is 12. So what I'm trying to do is, I have two non-critical activities in this case. So I will shift both these non-critical activities because the first zones are having maximum demand exceeding the availability. Therefore, let me completely utilize these two non-critical activities and shift them by their total float of 2 days. Okay. So if I do that, what happens here? So I'm doing that process here. I'm able to get a demand of 8 for the first 2 days since this path has been totally shifted by 2 days. I first 2 days it is 8, but still on the third day it is 12, and thereafter this is the trend. Okay, so first 2 days it has been leveled. So therefore, see for day 1 and day 2, the total demand is originally 12 men per day, okay, which is greater than the availability of 10 men. So now I have gone for shifting activities 1, 2, and 2, 4, which are non-critical, with a total float of 2 days first. And then I have done the reflection, the change that I have done here, I have reflected onto the network. Okay. So first 2 days, now I find that there is a demand which is less than the availability, and therefore it is leveled for the first 2 days. Okay. So we'll stop now.